Good evening. This is 5 Minutes with David. And I was asking Jesus what topic I should use to have him share with me or through me about. And he said asking questions. So yeah, so there's a number of things that come up for that. Following guidance has really been challenging in that I'm making it so much more complicated and convoluted than it has to be, and I make it sound like I have to have these conversations with Jesus. And he said, he says, take it easy on yourself. You've got training wheels. He says, I was reminded this week that it doesn't have to be deep conversation. It'll get there. But to start out with, he says, just build your confidence with yes or no questions, just about what's going on all day. What am I, here's all the things that I think I have to do. Should I do this? Should I do that? Or should I look at this? Or I feel this desire. Is that something I should look at now? So that's one aspect of building a relationship with him that he says that's something that you need to pay attention to. Don't make it difficult, simplify it, and just choose to override the resistance of the ego. Just ask questions. Yes or no questions to make it easy. And another thing that came up this week was I needed to join with some deep pain that was coming up, some upsets, and Kay walked me through a visualization that was quite powerful. And she said, just imagine where you are right now. You're standing in this circle. Imagine there's two circles next to each other, and the one you're standing in right now is filled with whatever pain it is that you're holding on to. It's like the circle of pain, the circle of the world. And notice right next to you, there's another circle that is outlined by light. And just step into it for a moment, which I did, chose to, and just started walking through what do you notice in the light? And this is something that I've done before, but what he's teaching me is that it takes practice, and I learn more and more every time I do it. And as I did this, I just really started to see that I melted into the light, and I could see that all I felt was peace, and I felt everything flowed away from me. So I didn't have any cares or concerns. I had no worries. I wasn't concerned about the past or the future. And I felt like I was being lifted up, like I was weightless. And I just went into this place of love. And so the moral of this story was to carry this with me. I have two choices. Jesus, where am I right now? Questions. I'm in the circle of pain and I don't like it. He says, step into the light. And when I do that, I feel it's almost like going from a black and white film into color, where I can feel the transition to love. And I notice that when I'm having a grievance with anything here at the center or any of my mighties, and I just choose to go into the circle, I call it true freedom, because I wanted for nothing. When I'm in the light completely, there's nothing that I want, because there's nothing in this world that can give me true freedom. And when I do this, I turn from a judgment and an attack mode in my thought system into no thoughts. I just feel love and gratitude for whatever the grievance is. So yeah, that's been really powerful. And then I've been doing some journaling, and I'm given questions to ask Jesus, and it's just really deeply powerful to let him come through me. Like, Jesus, why is it that I think that I can't trust you? And he just came through clear. He says, because you've carefully constructed these ideas and concepts that I want to take you down the path of doom and destruction. And you believe that what you're doing in your own manner, making your own choices and decisions, is keeping you safe. And there's nothing further from the truth. I mean, he goes into great detail with me, but what I'm finding is that the more I choose to ask for help from my mighties, what would be best for me to journal on right now, that I'm becoming more and more open to allowing his voice to come through. And this is the trust walk for me, the trust building process. And yeah, I mean, it's the moments come and go of, when I allow myself to step out of the circle of true freedom without realizing that the ego has led me out. Ramana Maharshi has said, just gently lead the cow back into the barn. Keep coming back in to where the real food is, where the real wheat is. And when I do this, I'm building a sense of strength and confidence inside, even though I sometimes question that, but that I'm actually getting stronger and more confident with it. And I can look at situations and have grievances come up that a few weeks ago I was getting angry, like outwardly angry and upset. And now I can see how I don't have to do that, how I can release this by looking at the miracle right away with Jesus and with the mighty when necessary. And I'm learning to tame and start dismantling, to really begin to start dismantling the grip of the ego. So yeah, questions are powerful and important and have been very useful for me. So it's 5 minutes with David. Thank you.